There was a girl named Aisha. When she was around 13 years old, she often wondered, why am I in this world? What is the purpose of my life? It was a feeling she couldn't express, but it troubled her deeply. During that time, she sincerely tried to understand who the true God is. After searching with her heart, she accepted that Allah is the one true God, and she began to pray properly 5 times a day. Through prayer, she found peace and comfort, and life started to feel meaningful. In 2018, she began to like a boy named Suhail. She didn't know why she liked him, only that her heart felt drawn to him. He was her relative and also a friend of her brother. She asked Allah, "Why do I like him?" She didn't want to fall into anything haram, so she made dua. "Ya Allah, if this boy is written for me, please bring him to me in a halal way." Every day she saw him, her feelings grew stronger. On days when she didn't see him, her heart felt heavy and hurt. For him, she fasted, prayed extra, and made many duas. She would often ask Allah, "Ya Allah, if this boy is created for me, please let me see him today." With hope and faith, she tried many times to meet him while fasting, believing in her heart that perhaps Allah had created him for her. One day, she opened Instagram and randomly followed him. Unexpectedly, he sent her a message. She didn't know what to do. She knew messaging him was haram, but her heart didn't let her ignore it, so she replied. At first, he kept asking who she was. Finally, she told him, "I am Aisha." Then he realized she was the sister of his friend. After that, he said, "Don't talk to me. Leave it. Forget this." But before that, in real life, he used to stare at her, and sometimes behaved as if he liked her too. So she believed his feelings were the same. Hearing him reject her broke her heart. She cried, thinking, "I made a haram mistake, but I truly loved him. How do I move on?" She decided not to meet him again. But destiny didn't listen. Sometimes they crossed paths. Even when she avoided looking at him, he looked at her, and she didn't understand why. Again she made dua and fasted, and soon after, she saw him once more. She believed even more strongly that Allah would unite them someday. She waited with hope. For 5 long years, she waited with patience without committing any haram. She held on to her faith that if he was meant for her, Allah would bring him. Then one day, her friend told her that he got engaged. Her heart broke. She cried, but stayed patient, believing her pain was a test from Allah. In 2025, he got married to another girl. Her heart was shattered again, and she fell into sadness and depression. Still, she tried to accept it for the sake of Allah. But one question remained in her heart. "Ya Allah, if he was not written for me, then why did I meet him while I was fasting and making dua? Why did I see him when I asked you to show me?" Even today, she keeps her faith. She believes that Allah will give her a good life partner, someone who is written for her. So she waits with patience, trusting Allah's plan even when it hurts. Sometimes, Allah allows someone to enter our life, not because they are written to stay, but because they are written to teach. Allah says in the Qur'an, "Perhaps you hate a thing, and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing, and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you do not know." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. Aisha loved sincerely. She prayed. She fasted. She waited. Yet the ending was not what her heart expected. But Allah never wastes a tear, never ignores a dua, and never lets patience go unrewarded. The Prophet said, "When Allah loves a servant, he tests him." Tirmidhi. And he also said, "Know that what missed you was never meant to reach you, and what reached you was never meant to miss you." Tirmidhi. Aisha met him while fasting. She saw him after dua. Not because he was her destiny, but because Allah was shaping her heart. Sometimes Allah shows us something, not to give it to us, but to detach us from it. And when Allah removes someone from your life, It is not punishment. It is protection. Allah promises, "And whoever is patient and forgives, and indeed, that is from the matters requiring determination." Surah Ash-Shura 42-43. So if you are waiting, hurting, questioning, know this: what Allah has written for you will come to you even if the whole world tries to stop it. And what is not written for you will never be yours, no matter how pure your intention was. Trust Him, even when it hurts.